This week's episode of Food Mob is brought to you by Netflix and Squarespace. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 22 of Food Mob, where we are cooking up a gorgeous risotto. Special request from the pub on Friday night. So that's where this week's recipes come from. It's going to be a lovely little mushrooms, wild rocket, and little grilled pork chops on the side. Very, very tasty. Anything new with you guys this week? Tom's in bits.
Hey Tom.
Lauren's got a new haircut.
Oh, very nice.
And Aaron,
Thank you.
Aaron is looking like a lumberjack.
Hey, what? I actually do.
We're going to start off very quickly by looking at some photos. First off, Flickr. What's this they sent in? This looks like, I'm trying to remember. Oh, mac and cheese. Slovak mac and cheese. I like seeing what people watch Food Mob on in the background. I think that's an iPhone or something. Very nice. Somebody else, that's definitely an iPhone. Let's cook the shepherd's pie. How would you watch it if you were cooking in the kitchen with it? I've seen people on computers.
I'd say you'd have to have a laptop.
Laptop?
iPhone's a bit too small to be.
It's one thing that the iPad would probably be quite good for if you propped it up, but... Somebody else has it there. They've cooked the chicken gnocchi. A lot of people said that's one of the nicest things they've ever tasted. Somebody sent in a unbelievable Smarties cake. Did you see that?
Oh wow,
It's cool, isn't it? Lauren brought that to my attention. It is a birthday cake I made today for my 7-year-old. He wanted a snake cake, and this is what he ended up with. Well, he must be a very happy young man. Natasha Winstone, well done. One more, a couple of people have sent the Eggs Benedict in. Howard Smith. A very big fan of the show, thank you very much. Looks very, very impressive. You've added a bit of guacamole in there. And, another one by Howard Smith. Sandwich, which is, what's he got in there? Ciabatta, pesto, smoked chicken.
Like a toasty thing.
You would like that.
Yeah, I know.
That's right up your street.
Right up there.
Colby Jack cheese and tomato. So thanks for sharing all those photos. Busy show today, gotta get cooking. Risotto, what are your feelings on risotto?
It's good. I do like risotto.
Love it. Tom?
Love it. Had it for lunch actually.
3 out of 3 risotto.
Yeah.
Where did you have your lunch?
Really nice. Kind of posh restaurant. One Pico.
One Pico, very nice. Living it up, huh?
Yeah, it's amazing.
How did you look at like lunchtime this morning? If you're feeling like this now.
Not great. No.
How did you go to the fancy restaurant? Can I have risotto, please?
So yeah, we had a big we all worked together, and a bit of a big sambuca session, shall we call it, on Friday night, so we're a little bit tender. Still a little bit tender today, that second day sort of roughness. So first thing that we got here is some shallots. Very quiet crowd to work with today. Anything I say is just like, yeah.
Lots of editing to be done. Make it seem like we're the best crack ever.
Yeah, very little crack here today. What else have you been up to this week? Any nice films, movies, anything like that?
Watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall again.
Again?
Very good there.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Very good movie. I hadn't actually seen it before. So obviously with risotto, we're just cracking our garlic. The key is to get tons of flavour into it. Have you had loads of really bland, yucky risottos? No?
I know.
That's the worst.
It is, isn't it? It's a very easy thing to, like, restaurants just make a balls of it and don't have much flavour in there, because it's just essentially rice, so you really do need to pack tons of flavour into it. So peeling our garlic, going to roughly chop that. So these are real aromatic flavours, obviously garlic, shallots and thyme, which is the base of a lot of recipes to get that initial flavour in there. Right, in that goes. We've got a nice big pot. You want lots of room to work with in a risotto, so in that goes. Had it off the heat for a second because it was a little bit too hot. You just kind of want to sort of simmer it, really.
Oh, the sky cam is not on.
Yeah, I know, but I can't actually see that far. I'm going to turn on later.
But after Benedict went to the huge effort of making
I'll put
A
it on
sky
when
cam.
the pork chops are on and that's on, then I'll put it back on.
Snippets of it, is it?
The battery is just gone on the camera now, just really bad.
Yeah, Benedict went to great effort and actually made a Facebook page for...
Well, they can make a Bring Back Skycam Facebook page now.
Bring back Skycam. Right, so tons of flavour coming out of those already. Can you smell it? Can you guys get that?
Yes.
That's exactly what you're looking for. Also going to add in a little bit of rosemary, which is not very traditional, but I think it just really does add a lot of flavour. Just going to roughly chop them up. Real simple. Italian food is just like, this is just peasant food with, you know, not many expensive, complicated ingredients, but they're just...
I heard spaghetti bolognese not actually Italian.
No, that's
Like we
100% Italian.
Oh, okay.
Where did you hear this?
Somewhere. Well, like spaghetti bolognese it is an Italian thing, but not how we make it. Like,
Yeah.
You know how chicken tikka isn't.
Yeah.
Chicken?
Chicken tikka, not chicken tikka.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. That's actually quite true. If you have spaghetti bolognese in Italy, it's more like a ragu, like nice meaty sauce, whereas we've kind of like bastardized it, yeah, to a certain extent. Is that not a word?
I didn't know it.
What?
I love the smell of mushrooms.
Bastardized, like
I'm gonna
that?
look it up because I don't trust you.
What? Bastardized?
Yeah.
It's definitely a word. It means when you change something from its original sphere.
Deriving from
Sorry.
more than one source or style.
Yeah. Bastardized. So, look at that. Tons of really nice big earthy mushrooms. These are field mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, whatever you want to call them.
Smells so good. I really don't like mushrooms, but they smell good.
You don't like mushrooms?
Well, I'll eat them.
This is going to be one of those dishes that you're not mad about
Yeah.
until you actually taste it. And then you're going to be like, wow.
Smells are unbelievable.
The smells coming from that are insane.
What we need is smell cam.
Cool.
Could we invent that?
I'll try.
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Right, second thing that we're going to cook with this today actually is pork chops. Again, this is one of these sort of little dishes that can be ready in 20 minutes. It is, the thing about risotto is, not at this stage, but in a couple of minutes, you get to a stage where you can't actually leave it, you have to stay there stirring it. So it is a bit of effort in that respect, but really, really worth it. So, my pork chops. I'm going to keep these quite simple. A little glug of olive oil. I'm going to bash up a little bit of garlic. Again, pork chops, quite plain in taste, so we just want to make sure we get a little bit of flavour going on in there. So chop that little fella up. Cooking anything nice this week? How's the home living going, Aaron?
Oh, it was pretty bad. We had to like clean the whole house today because we had no plates or forks or anything left.
Serious?
Like, it was disgusting. That's why I'm kind of tired now.
Like, when you say disgusting, what are we...
As in, like, we like have to like bleach some of the surfaces. That's how bad it was.
I'd say it was revolting, was it?
Yeah, pretty bad.
Right, next thing that's going in here is a little bit of lemon zest, which works with the pork chops really well. And you can usually, a bit of a giveaway with the smells. If the smells are good,
Smells deadly.
you're laughing. So in goes the lemon zest. I'll do 2. I want to make it nice and pungent. I was asking yesterday on the Facebook page actually if anybody had tips for being hungover.
Oh, is that a big response?
No, nothing really that I didn't know, but like most people were like basically drink
Beer.
more.
Yeah, best. Like, I had
That's
a can of 2
by
yesterday.
far the
So
best.
nice.
I heard that tomatoes on toast is good for hangover.
Really?
Tomatoes on
Yeah,
toast.
apparently something to do with the acid.
Acid?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. The cure is you drink a pint of water before you go to bed and have one ready for you in the morning.
That's bullshit.
When do you ever do that
A
though?
pint of water does not just save you.
A pint of water
I
before you go
don't
to bed
think
and
so.
then have it there in the morning.
That's an urban
Yeah.
myth. That's not going to rescue
No.
you.
It's
not
If you
gonna
think
do
that's
any
going to
harm.
save you, you're wrong.
That
But
saves me.
If you have 10 sambucas and then just have 1 pint of water, it's not.
Yeah, that's true. What you're supposed to do is have a pint
does
of water
help.
in the middle of the night as well.
So what? Set an alarm and get up and have a pint.
No,
of
I
water?
mean like in the middle of the night drinking.
You know what's a
Oh,
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
hangover cure? Sauna.
Serious?
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends like how bad. If you're talking like 6 or 7 pints and you're a bit, then a sauna. But if you're like yesterday, you could not have put me in a sauna.
No.
I would have literally.
But that's why it's good to be like a holiday, because you just sit out in the sun.
Crucial stage, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Rice. Get back to the hangover just in a second. So rice is going in. This is called arborio rice. It's slightly different to normal rice. You need to use arborio rice if you're making risotto. Simple as that. Now, what we want to do at this stage is we're actually sealing the rice. So cooking it for a couple of minutes. At the same time, I've actually got my chicken stock ready here, which I'll just give a little whisk up. I'm not expecting you guys to basically make homemade chicken stock, so we're going to use stock cubes, which as long as you don't overpower the risotto with, absolutely fine. Got to be realistic. Not many people are going to make homemade stock. So it's all coming together. Basically now I've got two pots. I've got my lovely marinated pork chops, which I'm going to season. Salt. Did we lose the salt?
No, I can see it there in the cupboard. The see-through one. The other cupboard.
You know meant to keep moving this, or is that like
Yeah, I will now. So basically a little sprinkle of salt. Look at those flavours in there.
Oh,
Wow.
this is way better than Sky Cam.
Now, all I'm saying is, if a camera has got its own Facebook page, people probably like it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Benedict for that.
No, yeah.
A little bit of white wine I got in there to just deglaze the bottom of the pan.
Just white wine, it's not vinegar, it's
Just white wine. You could use a little bit of like dry sherry or something like that. Now, as that starts to steam up, this is the crucial process. So if you're cooking rice, you just put, you know the way you just put all the water in, boil it up. What we're looking for is a consistency like a wave. So the Italian word for it is all'ombre, which means in the style of a wave, right? Or in the motion of a wave. So when I'm stirring that, the risotto needs to move like a wave. Does that make any sense?
You're looking at it.
Yeah, I was just telling you because I thought you'd really,
Really
need to know about risotto. So basically the process that's happening is there's heat in there. We've got to turn down quite a bit. You cook it maybe for about a minute, keep stirring. As the sort of liquid disintegrates, a bit more stock, and just always keeping it in that sort of wavy motion. Not easy, it's a different way of cooking rice than you'd probably used to, but what we'll end up at the end is an absolutely gorgeous consistency. Now just mix the pork chops up, a little bit of salt in there. And then we're looking for a nice big high heat over in our char grill pan.
While we're waiting, do we want to do the sponsor?
While we're waiting, yes, Aaron is absolutely right. I'm going to keep one hand stirring that and at the same time tell you about our first sponsor this week, which is Netflix. So Netflix have more than 15 million members. Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet and sending DVDs by mail. 15 million. That's a lot of subscribers. For only $8.99 a month, Netflix members can instantly watch unlimited TV episodes and movies streaming to their TVs and computers and can receive multiple DVDs delivered to their homes. I think I might have seen that Netflix were going into the UK this week. I think so, which probably means that they're coming here. Don't quote me on that, but I'm nearly sure. Netflix.com/foodmob is the URL to go to. You'll get some great discounts there and sign up. If I could sign up to Netflix here in Ireland, I would sign up absolutely immediately. So as a new member, a Food Mob viewer, you can get a free trial membership. Oh, it's actually free. So if you go to youtube.com or netflix.com/foodmob, you will get free membership. Can't really do much more than that for you. I'd highly recommend it. I've tried it when I'm in the States and I think it's coming here. I really hope it is. Imagine having that tonight. Like just flick it on, iPad, watch like Mad Men. Incredible. They probably don't have Mad Men. No,
they do.
Do they? So look at that, going in there, very, very simple marinade. Key with pork chops is not to overcook them. Have you had really overcooked pork chops?
They're so dry. Yeah, I hate them.
Spoon the marinade up on top there. Now, a little bit of coordination going on there. So if I just pull that forward to Skycam, which is now fully operational.
A bit forward more.
A bit forward,
There
yeah.
we go.
Is Skycam operator off today?
Just
is he
for
or-
now. He's on his holiday.
So that's just the crucial stage that I want to show you. It's kind of drying out a bit now, so in with more stock and just repeat that process. Takes about 15, 16, 17 minutes. And the way to tell if it's cooked, obviously, is to just taste it if the rice is getting soft. Pork chops, for those of you who've been watching the show for a while, you'll know that the way to cook meat or fish or anything like that is not to touch it at all. We're using the charcoal pan, which is really good, and then we'll turn them 90 degrees in about 90 seconds. And the pork chops, people are scared of pork, that they're gonna, you know, leave it raw or whatever. Just make sure it's just about cooked through to the center. The juices are running white. And if I look at that first one, look at those lovely grill marks. Nice. Right, so I've turned my pork chops down. You can see they're absolutely perfectly cooked. Just give them a little press. If you're not sure about meat, just cut into it. Have a little, make a little incision. I'm gonna do 2 plates because I think everybody's hungry today. So all I'm gonna do is serve those up. Very, very simple and straightforward. But the marinades on there, they're not overcooked. Juice is just running out of them. They look gorgeous. Right, now my risotto. As you can see, my jug completely empty. There's no set sort of recipe for this. So what you want to do is just, you know, have your chicken stock there and just keep adding it. If mine actually ran out, so I added a little bit more water. So don't be scared. All you want to do is keep cooking it until the rice is nice and soft. So if you look at that, can you see that, Aaron? Still the same wavy texture that I was talking about. Say again? Beautiful. Another way of describing it, the Italians describe it, is it should be like molten lava. So you know the way lava sort of spills down?
I do, yeah. Killing hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Just like risotto.
Now, most important ingredient in the whole thing, Parmesan. I've got a nice bit there and just so generous with this. This is where the flavour comes from. Just use the whole block. Really do need a lot of it. It's what helps with the flavour, the texture, everything. So, grate it nice and fine. And you always have to make risotto fresh. Don't make it in advance. That's where restaurants where you get it, where it's real sort of gloopy and not much flavour off it or anything. They've made it in advance. You need to cook it to order, always. Right, so in that goes lots of Parmesan.
Can you still eat that now, Aaron? Or?
Yes, I can. There's nothing bad in that.
Because you couldn't eat the grilled cheese the other day.
Yeah, but that's like big.
I think
and the butter and fried.
And what were you eating? Just a snapshot of what you were eating yesterday?
I don't remember the thing. I think rice, and that's about it.
Brownies.
Some brownies.
And then she's like, I'm going on a run every day. I can't lose any weight. This is ridiculous.
I think the hangover wasn't factored into the whole... just goes out the window when you've got a hangover. You just want, like, you want something to just
Pizza.
make you feel better.
Pizza and Chinese last night. So
that was
good.
you last week, wasn't it?
Multicultural. No, that was Tom last
I mean,
week.
We have pizza and
rock it in
We
there.
ordered just both and then just had slices and then chicken chow mein.
It's gas.
Good, good combination. What's that place that does Chinese on the pizzas? And they do like Irish breakfast on a pizza.
Yeah,
Places-
on Baggett Street.
Yeah, Miller's.
No good.
Do you think?
They're
have it.
horrible.
Sometimes.
Miller's. Oh yeah,
It's
pizza.
more about the novelty than
Yeah.
being a good
I had
pizza.
like, I think a fish and chips on it or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Fish and chip pizza or
And
calamari
then they do a
pizza.
Mexican one which has nachos on it.
Yeah.
I like the pesto one, obviously.
So you can see there I was just adding in my last couple of things, which was the Parmesan, the rocket. You could really flavour it up with whatever you wanted at this stage, but in goes my nice green stuff. Green stuff at the end, obviously, to keep it nice and green.
Could you put spinach on it?
I put rocket in it, but you could put spinach.
I don't like it spinach now. I never used to like it.
You do?
And again,
I think your palate has changed considerably.
it's
since.
expanding at a rate of one thing per day.
So salt goes in there and give it a stir. Look at that consistency now. It's coming along smashingly. Black pepper. Oh, we got a new black pepper. How exciting. Oh, the book. It's time to give the book away.
Did we get 5,000?
We did.
Who are we going to give it to?
I have to pick a subscriber. How do
We're
we
gonna
pick
do it now?
Yeah, randomly though.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it when we come back from just
From
before
the,
the...
yeah,
You going to find one there, Lauren?
What?
You have to find a subscriber.
a random
A
subscriber.
random one. I'd say maybe just do...
Just use that little online generator thing that we use
But
for.
then we have to give everyone a number. Or do you
yeah,
have a
yeah.
number next to the subscriber?
Yeah. Figure it out.
everything. So the winner is Aaron.
Okay, very important with risotto. As I keep saying, a lot of times it ends up flavourless, so just taste it before you serve it. Not bad. bit more pepper. And I would say that is ready. The thing about risotto is it never looks like spectacular or anything. You really do have to sort of be here to taste it to see just how good it is. Now the key is I'm using a ladle. That's how you kind of tell if it's the right consistency. So all about consistency. See the way it's like soupy, runs off the ladle? That's exactly what risotto should look like. So on it goes.
That's pretty good.
Does look good, doesn't it? What's the laughing?
We were just admiring the risotto.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we were. It was just the way Tom said it.
So there
Looks
you go.
like what?
It doesn't matter.
That is the sort of food that I think if you're in a restaurant, how much would you pay for that? At least 15,
16 euros.
15, 16
I'd
euros.
say 50 and 50.
Yeah,
Good.
20 bucks. So like there's only a couple of pork chops in there. A little bit of love really goes into the risotto. It's a little work of art
Aw.
you need to be proud of
Very,
when you're making it. Get stuck in. As the guys get stuck into that, I'm going to tell you about our second sponsor this week, which is Squarespace. So Squarespace is a publishing system for anyone looking to build a blog, portfolio, or any type of website. With blog tools that allow you for iPhone updating on the go, very easy. Hassle-free importing of sites from other environments, robust stats, and much more, Squarespace makes it super easy for anyone to build and maintain a site. Great thing to use. So easy. If you see, I was watching one of the videos the other day on how to use it. Could not be easier. I'm going to try my next site on there because I think it's a great platform. If you go along to squarespace.com/foodmob, you'll find some discounts there. Strongly recommend it, especially for people who don't maybe know HTML or how to build on WordPress or something like that. Squarespace is idiot-proof or Aaron-proof,
There you go.
whichever way you want to think of it.
That's good.
Now, you like that one?
I did.
Tip this week, well, check out the plates. I think Tom says it's the best ever.
Tom?
My favourite food mob yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom wasn't here for some of the more prolific episodes.
No,
though,
that's
so-
true. It is very tasty. Gonna show you, we've got a book to give away,
Yeah.
big competition. This week's tip, how to peel a kiwi. How would you peel a kiwi, guys?
Teeth.
Oh no, I use a potato peel.
Potato peeler, but really annoying, right? Little thing to peel. Have you ever done it where you eat it with the skin?
Yeah.
You have? I've never done it.
Bit skin, but that's it. It's kind of.
No. I don't know, just the look of the skin or something, I don't know.
Look, yeah, you don't eat something that's hairy.
Right. Top and bottom off. Now run your knife around the outside once, right? So like a lot of people will probably run their knives in around the outside. All I'm doing is a spoon. Can you see that, Aaron?
I can.
Running it all the way around the outside, and what that does is a couple of things. Peels it in about 10 seconds flat. Excuse me while I get rid of that skin. It's disgusting. Peels it in about 10 seconds flat. You don't lose anything, and it's perfectly cylindrical, so you haven't lost any of the goodness. So very simple way to peel a kiwi. Now,
Love the short tips.
why? Because there's less editing.
Yes. Book giveaway. Dun, dun,
This
dun.
has been on the go for a few weeks, and we still need your help. Actually, we passed 5,000 YouTube subscribers. We've blown Westlife out of the water.
Boom.
On the top 50, I think we are now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Serious.
Top 50 in Ireland, that's big. Not really, but it's big in Ireland. So if you want to support the show, go along to youtube.com/foodmob and subscribe there. Really appreciate it. Send it on to friends, do whatever you can. We're trying to hit 10,000. We'll get a prize for 10,000.
Yeah.
One night with Aaron if we get to 10,000.
Please don't. Please don't unsubscribe.
Next week, 2,000 subscribers. So this book, we said we'd give it to somebody once we got to 5,000 subscribers, which we did last week. Look at that picture, beautiful, isn't it? And the winner, Lauren has run it through your algorithm randomizer. And who is the winner?
Laura Lizate.
Laura Lizate. And where's she from?
The United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Sorry?
My home country.
Your home country. So, Laura Lizate, we're going to send that to you. Enjoy it. It's an absolutely incredible book. Sorry for anybody who didn't win, but One Night with Aaron, if you subscribe, on
Still
YouTube
on the
and we
grabs.
hit 10,000. What did you say? Still got crabs?
Still up. Still up for grabs.
Oh, okay. Best cut that out.
Yeah,
500 each.
Crabs as in the steamed crabs with
that we're going to be bringing you for.
next week. Think that's it for the show. Head along to loads of people sending in their photos on foodmob.com, facebook.com/foodmob. Loads of, where else?
Flickr.
Flickr.com.
Does anyone even use Flickr anymore?
Yeah, like 500 photos on there. Send in your photos on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, have fun, and catch you next week. That's it.